Owner Builders Unite emergency podcast. We regret to inform you that the state of Colorado is pushing building codes on every county that doesn't currently have building codes. So our pockets of freedom are kind of vanishing here. There's still supposedly room for builds alternative that have a stamp of approval by a structural engineer. But the pocket of freedom thing might not be anymore. Pete?
Yeah, so unfortunately, we found out, me and Matt, just about a month ago, not even, that there was a House bill that was passed last summer by the state of Colorado that implements every county to adopt building codes. So I believe that there's 3 building codes that are up in the air for counties to adopt. It's the 2015, the 2018, and I think the 2021, right, Matt?
Yeah.
So what that means is by July 1st of this year, each county, like Saguache County that we live in, and a lot of folks that maybe watch our channel or follow our channel bought land in, right? You have until July 1st, Saguache County has until July 1st to implement one of those 3 building codes. We've both talked to land use departments from the county and then also from our POA, and it sounds like everybody's leaning towards the 2018 version of the building codes. So like Matt said, that involves things like, architectural drawings that are stamped by an engineer that structurally, is going to look at your footer, your foundation. They're going to look at your rebar work, all that stuff. They're going to look at framing.
The county's hiring inspectors also to come and look at the building inspections. So they're coming to look. It's going to make it a little tougher. We can keep rolling with it.
But there's specifically something that I'll just reference here, and it was an article in the Crestone Eagle that came out this past March. So if anybody reads the Crestone Eagle, it's certainly in there, but I'll just kind of read it. So it's a House Bill 22-1362 signed by Governor Jared Polis is part of a package of legislation intended to transition Colorado away from fossil fuels. It includes a model building code, the IBC, which is used in most developed countries and many jurisdictions in the United States. The Colorado Building Code now is required for all local jurisdictions, including counties and municipalities. So Saguache County is one of those, right? But more or less, the land use administrator for our county, Amber Wilson, explained in this article that the county can comply by choosing an option of said building codes, and she said it's going to be probably the 2018 version for us, by choosing an option before and enacting it before July. Apparently, there is a grace period or a period where they're going to be rolling out the said building codes. So in that, they have up until 2026, it says, for the counties to comply with the said building code. So in theory, it might take a little bit longer than July 1st for them to get this rolled out and have inspectors to come look at your framing or your foundation or your architectural drawings with the engineered stamp. But more or less, if you're building a house and you're planning on doing it anytime in the next year or so, it's going to be a lot more expensive unless you get in under the gun by July 1st.
And there's not much we can do to fight it from what we've researched. We've tried it. It's not the county. It's not the POA. It's pretty much coming down from the state. So it's kind of a happy medium here. And all we can really do is deal with it. It's not going to be too bad, I don't think. We're just going to roll with the punches. They're doing these IECC training programs. Pete will show you a picture of that. It's not the end of alternative building. There's still room for it here, and just giving you guys the update and wishing you the best.
Yeah, and like Matt said, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't build certain things, but it's going to make things more expensive by having drawings and architects and engineers involved in it. And also, there's going to be an inspector that goes through your stuff. So there's a lot of counties that do have building codes already, and things like Earthship and straw bales are there. So again, it's not that you can't necessarily build alternatively, but it's going to be more expensive to do that and more things in the sense of an inspection requirement for said things.
So what I'm going to do about it is I just got the permit for an auxiliary building here, which I'm going to do a tire house so that I'm grandfathered in. I'm not going to plan on building it for about a year because I have other things happening, but I'm just getting that in to get grandfathered in. My permits are going to be in, and I'll be able to build another Earthship out here on my land without it being inspected by a building inspector. I advise, if you have land in this area in Saguache County in a pocket of freedom, that maybe you put your permits in sooner than July so that you're grandfathered in.
Like Matt said, the long and short of it is we have about 3 months until the county is forced to adopt this IBC. So if you can submit for a permit, even if you're a year out on your dream build or whatever, it's something that would grandfather you in, get locked in, that you wouldn't have to pass all these extra things that they're going to try to come in compliance with after July 1st. And again, just like the article says, they technically have 3 years to come in compliance with the state. When I talked to land use for our county, they pretty much said what Matt just said is, hey, try to pull a permit in the next 3 months before July, and then you're good. But there might be a rollout period where it might take them a while just to get it going. So we don't want to scare anybody, but in the same sense, we do want to sound an alarm and let people know you don't have a lot of time to try to get into this before things get a little bit more expensive, to say the least. And I would say, just like anything else, when you have engineers and architects and inspectors involved, it just gets a lot more time consuming and stages and a lot more bureaucracy involved in the sense of doing your build opposed to just getting out there and pounding tires.
We wish you guys good luck, and we'll keep you informed.
And we'll have update videos like Matt said coming, and try to give as many people answers for questions that we know with these upcoming meetings. So good luck. And please shoot us a comment, give us a message.
Like and subscribe.
Owner Builders Unite. Goldie! That's new camera! Woo! Yeah!
Party's not over, folks, just to let you guys know.